Just like any other job you can imagine, with Amazon Flex, there are pros and cons. In this video, I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to tell you what I really think about this job. Here we go. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So I've been doing Amazon Flex for over 6 years now. So I think I know a little about what's good and what's bad about this job. I started out when I quit my job at a casino. I started doing Uber and Lyft, and that was okay, but it just really wasn't for me. I was gonna do it, until I found something better, and then Amazon Flex arrived into my life, and ever since then I've done Amazon Flex full time for almost 5 years. Lately I've been doing a lot more Walmart Spark, and before that I was doing a little bit of GoPuff. So check those out if you're looking into other options for Amazon Flex, if you're getting burnt out or you just want to try something else. But let's get right into my list. I'll start out with the pros. I can wear what I want. I've had a lot of jobs where there are dress codes, and I had to wear a suit at one job, and uniforms, and I hated it. So with this, I can wear shorts, I can wear a cut-off t-shirt if I want. Not that I would, but if I wanted to, I could. Another pro of this job is that there's no boss breathing down my neck. Amazon, I pick up the packages and I'm out the door, and no one bothers me. The people who work at the warehouses, they answer any questions you have, any concerns. So that's good. Another one is I can work whenever I want, for the most part. Depending on whether you want to do, logistics or Whole Foods or Prime Now. It's a lot easier to get the jobs where you deliver packages out of your car, like same day deliveries. You can get those pretty much at least where I live, anytime you want, for the most part. The Whole Foods and the Prime Now are a little bit harder to get, but I'll get into that later. And I don't need permission if I want to take a day off or days off. Like in the past, I would have to almost beg for days off so I could take a vacation. If I wanted a week or even 2 weeks, that was almost impossible. But with Amazon Flex, you're an independent contractor, so if you want to take some days off, go ahead. You don't know anyone an explanation. So that's what I really like about that job. Another thing I like about this is there's low interaction with customers. I've definitely worked my fair share of customer service jobs, and people suck for the most part. Well, that's not fair. I'd say in my experience working with the public, at least 90% of the people were nice, but there's just that 10% that just drive you crazy. And it drove me crazy for years. And now there's very, very little interaction with other people. So that's good for me because I'm an introvert. I can listen to whatever I want while I'm driving. If I want to listen to heavy metal or if I want to listen to Howard Stern, no one knows anything better. And with Uber and Lyft, I had to keep it on the 80s channel or something, so people wouldn't get offended. And there's no stress for the most part. I mean, sometimes it can be bad when you're stuck in traffic, or you might have some late deliveries. That's about as bad as it gets. I get paid twice a week. That's always a plus. If I finish an hour early or so, I still get paid the same amount of money. So it just motivates you to, get things done a little quicker. I rarely have problems with GPS. It's always worked great for me, and the support is very, very helpful with Amazon Flex. So, and once you understand how things work, the job is very simple. Now, we're going to move on to some cons of Amazon Flex. And you can apply this to, other independent contractor jobs, but I'm speaking mainly of Amazon Flex. So the high gas prices are horrible. Enough said. Taxes aren't taken out of my pay, so you always have to set money aside to pay your taxes at the end of the year. There is some wear and tear on my car. You have to get more frequent oil changes and tires, stuff like that. Apartments suck for multiple reasons. Sometimes they don't provide an entry code for gated communities. You get lower tips for the most part. It can be hard to find the apartment once you finally make it in. And downtown apartments are the worst. And I ran into this the other day. There was a apartment complex here, and the very next building had a totally different number, and it threw me off. It took me a few minutes just to find the right one. And sometimes you go upstairs and the walkway isn't connected, so you have to go back down and go around. It's can be a hassle. And this is apartments are the only place where people cover up their actual address number, like this one. I had to move the stupid wreath just so I could see if it was the right apartment. Don't get me started. There are no benefits, so there's that. The app can have glitches every now and then, but it's not so bad. One thing I've heard, that you can be fired with little or no explanation. I think if you do a good job, you don't have to worry about stuff like that, but I have heard people getting fired for no reason. And lastly, there is a lot of competition for blocks. Whole Foods tip the best, and then Prime Now. So you can imagine those are really hard blocks to get. Well, that's pretty much the end of my list. I really do like working for Amazon Flex. It's a great job. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me in the comments. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.